The Minded Hexagon will help you to understand more about yourself and your strengths. We have the left and right side of the brain, which are represented by the left and right side of the hexagon. Then we have the 3 layers of our brain: thinking, doing, and feeling. When we put these together, we can see the profiles that make up the Minded Hexagon. A way to think about our dominant and supporting profiles is like this. Our dominant profile is what we are without even trying, and our supporting profiles are what we can do easily when we want to. The profile you scored lowest in is probably the one you would have to try very hard to be. Let's look at an example of a person who is dominant in red. They are social and love to be the centre of attention. They scored second highest in purple, so can also be very empathetic and inclusive. But they scored lowest in blue, so to be decisive and analytical, they'll need to try very hard. They naturally use their instincts and gut feel to make decisions. If they are asked to decide something based on facts, they'll need to go against their nature to do so. Everyone has done something in their life that they are proud of. It doesn't have to be something huge that anyone else recognises. Sometimes our greatest achievements are things that we might not have shared with anybody else. So think about yourself. What have you accomplished that made you proud? It can be anything. You might be proud that you completed a school assignment, built something yourself without help, or completed a triathlon. Whatever it is, it should be something that you were proud of and meant a lot to you. Have a think about what that is for you. To find order and identify what motivates you, you need to start with the theme that runs through everything you've uncovered so far. If there is a theme that runs through everything, that's probably going to be something that motivates you. Have a think about what is similar about everything you've got so far. This will help you to identify your first motivation. Think of that motivation as the theme for your why. Now you need some specifics. What will help you achieve or live out that motivation? Good. You now have what you need to finish your why. The things you do every day in any job will have a direct effect on your happiness. For example, if you are a social person, you probably won't go home happy if you spend your days sitting by yourself, not being able to talk to other people. When we spend our time doing things we enjoy, our mood lifts and we feel happier in general. In this exercise, you'll be looking at yourself and thinking about what activities you enjoy doing the most. Think about what you enjoy most at school. Do you enjoy writing? Or do you enjoy group work? Maybe you enjoy problem solving. Whatever it is, this is the first step. Have a think now. Okay, now let's think about what you enjoy doing most in your personal life. Is it gaming? Do you love to read? Or spend time with friends? Have a think about that too. You should have a couple of things that you enjoy doing. When planning your career, you should think about jobs that allow you to do those types of things. A working environment can be one of the last things that people think about when finding a job. But for most people, nothing will impact on their enjoyment as much as the environment. If you are dominant in green, for example, you are more likely to enjoy an ordered workspace, where you know where everything is. If you scored highest in yellow, you will probably enjoy the opportunity to solve problems creatively. If purple was your highest score, you are probably going to want to work for an organisation whose values are similar to yours. If you feel happy with the environment you're in, chances are you'll be happy with what you're doing. Starting with your why and your career satisfaction is a great way to visualize your long-term ambitions. You don't need to know the job title of what you want to be. In fact, given the changing nature of work, your perfect job might not have a title or even exist yet. What you do know now is what that job will allow you to do. So, if you don't have a job title in mind, that's okay. Think about what you want out of this job instead. When identifying your career aspiration for your pathway, it might sound something like this. I'm so happy that I'm a doctor. Or, I'm so happy that I have a job that allows me to write creatively. How you write your goals is one of the most crucial parts of your pathway. Your goals need to be achievement-focused. You should write something like, I'm so happy I completed a triathlon, instead of, I want to complete a triathlon. By doing this, you give your brain the picture of you achieving the goal, rather than a wish that may or may not come true. They also need to be SMART+. Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, timely, and positive. By beginning your goals with, I'm so happy, you are reminding yourself that achieving this goal is something you want and that achieving it will make you happy.